Have you ever felt a presence in your home that you just couldn't explain? It's a question that haunts many of us, stirring a mix of fear and curiosity. Haunted houses have long captivated our imaginations. But what if the stories behind them are more real than we ever imagined? Today, we're diving deep into the chilling experiences of families who moved into what seemed like the perfect home, only to discover dark secrets lurking within its walls. Imagine finding your dream home, spacious, beautifully designed, nestled in a quiet neighborhood. For the Martins, it was everything they had hoped for. Moving into their new house felt like a fresh start, a place where memories would be made. The house stood 2 stories tall, with a grand living area and a balcony that offered a stunning view of the city skyline. At first, everything seemed perfect, but as days turned into weeks, subtle signs began to emerge that something wasn't quite right. Strange noises at night, unexplained shadows darting across walls, and an uneasy feeling that they weren't alone. It started with minor disturbances, doors creaking open on their own, lights flickering without reason. The Martins tried to brush it off, attributing it to the house settling or the stress of moving. Little did they know, these were just the first whispers of something far more sinister. The first real scare came one chilly winter evening. Sarah Martin was sitting with her mother in the living room, watching TV, while her father took her 2 sisters to gymnastics practice. As Sarah glanced out the balcony door, she enjoyed watching the city lights fade into the distance. But moments later, she heard her little sister giggling loudly from downstairs. Her heart raced. She had just seen her sisters getting into the car with their father. The TV was loud, masking the sound, but her mother's keen ears picked up the giggle too. Together they rushed downstairs, calling out for the children. Silence greeted them. Panic set in when her father screamed from the kitchen, claiming they had just arrived in the city. Frightened, Sarah's mother grabbed a golf club, and they searched every corner of the house, inside wardrobes, under beds, but found no one. The windows were all closed, ruling out any intruders from outside. It was as if the house itself was playing tricks on them, blurring the line between reality and imagination. As the weeks passed, the disturbances grew more intense. Objects moved on their own, strange apparitions appeared in the corners of their eyes, and the feeling of being watched became constant. The Martins' daily lives were turned upside down. Their children became increasingly anxious, and even the adults couldn't shake the feeling of unease. One night, during a fierce storm, the house seemed to come alive with ghostly sounds. Shouts, cries, and whispers echoed through the halls. The storm outside mirrored the chaos within, creating an atmosphere thick with tension. The Martins couldn't ignore it any longer. The house, once a sanctuary, had become a place of fear and uncertainty. The emotional and psychological toll on each family member was immense, pushing them to the brink of their endurance. Desperate for answers, the Martins sought rational explanations for the haunting. They consulted experts from paranormal investigators to psychologists, hoping to find a logical reason behind the phenomena. Researching the house's history revealed a troubling past. Stories of previous residents who had experienced similar disturbances. There were rumors of unresolved conflicts and tragedies that might have left a lingering presence. Despite their efforts, no definitive answers were found. The experts offered theories ranging from residual energy left by past events to environmental factors affecting the family's mental state. But nothing could fully explain the relentless activities that plagued them. The Martins were left with more questions than answers, their skepticism wavering as the haunting continued to escalate. The final straw came on the eve of their eldest daughter's 18th birthday. The storm that raged that night was unlike any before. Thunder roared, lightning flashed, and the house seemed to shake with each gust of wind. Amidst the chaos, the Martins heard their children calling out for help, voices filled with fear and desperation. It was a moment that forced them to confront the reality of their situation. Emotionally drained and mentally exhausted, the family realized they couldn't endure the torment any longer. The house, once a symbol of hope, had become a nightmare that threatened their well-being. The breaking point left each member of the Martins family grappling with fear, sorrow, and the difficult decision that lay ahead. With heavy hearts, the Martins decided to leave their beloved home behind. Packing their belongings in haste, they drove away, the haunting whispers and cries fading into the distance. As they left, Sarah couldn't shake the image of the curtains twitching in the wind, as if the house itself was saying goodbye, or perhaps a final taunt. The decision to move was not easy, but it was necessary for their peace of mind. Reflecting on their experience, the Martins realized how deeply the haunting had affected their lives. They had learned to cherish every moment together, grateful to have escaped the clutches of the haunted house. Yet the memories of their time there lingered, a constant reminder of the darkness they had left behind. Even after leaving, the Martins were left with lingering mysteries. What truly caused the haunting? Was it the unresolved spirits of previous residents, or something more malevolent? The unanswered questions kept them awake at night, pondering the true nature of the events they had endured. They invited viewers to share their own experiences and theories, hoping that by discussing these phenomena, they could find some semblance of understanding. The Martin story is a testament to the power of unresolved energies and the impact they can have on those who come into contact with them. In the end, the Martins' journey through their haunted home serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that linger in our minds long after we've left. The house may be gone, but the memories and unanswered questions remain, haunting their lives in ways they never anticipated. If you found this story as unsettling as we did, make sure to like and subscribe for more true tales of the paranormal.